All right, I'm just going to show you a bunch of rust and even some cracking of the pool or hole here that's developed. This is really weak. It's not in the best of shape, but I'm just going to go ahead and put some Rustoleum on the outside of this. Ideally, what should be done with this would be, and I'll probably do it pretty soon, is go ahead and drain the pool, remove the liner, and repair it from the inside, make it smooth for the liner, because this could definitely hurt the liner. But we're just going to do an outside patch job and go ahead and use some Rustoleum. I'm going to just spray this rust to try to preserve it as long as we can. I'll just throw some aluminum tape over it for now. But if it's in much worse shape than this, you probably should do it from the inside. But we're just going to touch this up and spray all parts. So during the off season, it's a good time to go ahead and maybe maintenance some of the pool. Probably should have been done sooner, but that's what I'm going to do right here, right now. So I just basically got some Rustoleum auto primer, and I'm just going to go ahead and place this on here like this. Shake it real good. Had a leak in the pool right here, and I didn't catch it quick enough, and the water came down and really rusted this out, which that happened last year. I do have the leak fixed. I have a video on that, but I never did fix the rust like I should have. So I put this all on here, and we'll let that dry up. And there's little rust spots. And it's gotten rusted. It's probably behind here, but we're going to get all up in here. Yeah, when you see rust on the outside of your pool just starting out, I would recommend actually doing this, putting some Rustoleum on it to try to keep it from getting worse. Like, I try not to let it get quite this bad. And these here isn't too bad. I'm going to go ahead and spray this all on it right here. And you can get some that kind of match the color of your pool. I got one. It's not perfect, but it's not too much different than the color of the pool is. I'll go ahead and get this all on here. Definitely going to have to do some repair on this soon, but I think with this, that'll get me through another season. And if it don't, we'll just go ahead and take out the liner and either try to repair this inside with some sheet metal, or you know, just a whole new wall. But I think some sheet metal might work. But got to make sure that don't give away on me. So we got all that pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and go around the pool and look for any rust spots. I'm gonna let that dry, and then in a little bit I'll put some aluminum tape over that hole a little bit. It's not really going to increase the strength of it, but hopefully kind of keep that from breaking up any worse than it already is. So here's some. Put this up. There's a little bit of rust. A lot of rust spots over here as well. You know, these pools, expect the last 10 to 20 years before we got to do some major replacements. But if you do this early, before it gets too bad, you know, that'll help a little bit. and getting the most out of your pool's life. See, and it is mostly in this one spot's where the most of it is, and that's where a leak had developed, and it took me a while to find the leak, and it really did kind of do a number to the outside of the metal pool. So with all the weight, I want to go ahead and try to stop a bunch of rust. And when I get this top part off, I'll spray this and be able to see up in here maybe a little better. And it is windy today, and you can see, like on the last video, this is, you know, the wind is moving it around, and the winter sill cover is holding up still fairly nicely. I got some aluminum tape here. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and once it dries, I'll throw the aluminum tape over that a little bit right there. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. I went ahead and put 2 coats on it, so after about 30 to 45 minutes it had dried. I put a second coat on it, and you can see that it has dried on here. So there's 2 coats now on here, and I've got that Rustoleum primer on here to protect that, hopefully. A little crack there. And right here, actually, got a little rust. So I need to put some more on here a little later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of tape on this. A little aluminum tape. I've got the kind, this here is all weatherproof, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I'm just going to go ahead and place along here where it's kind of cracked and frayed and has a little bit of a hole. And I'm just going to gently place that smoothly down. If you're doing this on the inside, you'd probably want to sandpaper it and really make it smooth so that there's nothing that frays the liner. But we're just doing a little bit of an outside repair right here, just trying to make this last a little while longer. And then I'll put some more aluminum across here. And there it is. I've got that aluminum tape on there. Now this should not be a repair you should do if you have a massive blowout or a massive hole on your pool. But if you have a small little repair job, maybe you need to cover up some rust, a miniature hole or something, this is something that'll help prevent your pool from getting any worse until you have time to go ahead and, or the money to go ahead and do more of a proper repair job. So I've got this on here, and I'm going to spray a little bit more. And you can put a couple more coats on here over time. I'm going to go and spray it on this here as well. Just get that Rustoleum all on here. And get that back down in here real good. And then we'll let that dry. And there it is. After a couple hours longer, it's dried up, and you can see that's there. I'll probably add another coat of this at a little later time. Keep an eye on it. But that's just kind of a nice little patch job to do there. But that's pretty much it, and a basic repair for if you have a little rust showing up on your pool. I recommend you go ahead and get some Rustoleum and go ahead and get that taken care of. Don't wait till it gets worse. I kind of waited until this got a little bit bad. I could have taken care of it a little sooner. If it's a lot worse, you'll probably have to go from the inside and patch it there by cutting part of it out. But a nice little job I did, and you can see, as you see on the front side here, there isn't any rust in this area, and it was all in the back. And because it was in the back, it was just something that I had not noticed until it was too late. But I do have it kind of fixed up to where I think it's in pretty good shape now. So there it is. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is John. New videos are now launching every Thursday. So weekly videos right here going into summer. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment below and tell me what you think of this little DIY